John Roy here. I host Don't Ever Change, where we interview funny people about what they were like in high school. Our latest episode is Justin Roiland. He's Rick, and he's Morty, and he's the co-creator of the show. And if you're a Rick and Morty fan, you might also want to hear the other co-creator, Dan Harmon, who also co-created Community, on one of our other episodes. And now you've got an episode of something you already like.
Hey, Georgia.
Hi, Alie.
What's up, you guys? This is Slumber Party.
Hey, Slumber Party.
This is a podcast where we talk into microphones using our mouths and words.
Mostly our mouths. Sometimes.
You betcha. So here's the deal with Slumber Party. We make a fort in my apartment out of blankets and pillows. Yep. You can't see it, but it's here.
Swear to God, we're both in pajamas. I fucking am not lying to you.
She's in straight up pajamas.
I have little tiny mice on my pajamas.
They are printed mice, not real ones.
Oh, right.
If you hear some rumpling, that is our producer, Dustin. He is in a teepee in my living room.
Like, really, though, you guys, we're not lying to you.
We're not. So this is a Slumber Party podcast. That means that we talk about embarrassing stories, ghost stories, rating, midnight snacks, secret crushes.
Embarrassing moments. Did you say that already?
Worst times to fart. Whatever. It's cool. And then
is there ever a bad time to fart?
Yes.
Yes, in a pillow fort.
I'll tell you about that later if you want.
I can't wait.
Oh, it's the worst.
Well, why don't we get started by you telling me what you learned this week, Alie?
Oh, that is an excellent question.
Oh, by the way, I'm Georgia with the lisp, and Allie's the Alie with the other one.
I'm the one that sounds
Allie's the sensual one.
I'm the sensual one. I just rubbed my nipples when you said that. No one can even hear that.
I just rubbed your nipples. I gotta go.
Okay, I learned that I want you to go first.
Why do you always do that?
I don't know.
Okay, well, I was sick all weekend, so I was watching a lot of documentaries, as I am wont to do, and I watched this documentary on a whim called Shut Up, Little Man. You guys, have you heard of it?
I did because you told me about it the other day.
Shut up. No, Alie, you've never heard of it. Okay, it's called Shut Up, Little Man, and it was one of the best documentaries I've ever seen. And let me tell you what it's about. It's about two dudes who moved to San Francisco. Their names were Eddie Lee Sausage and Mitchell D, and they lived in an apartment right next to this apartment where these two crazy drunk men just screamed at each other constantly. And they recorded it, and this is like the 80s, and basically the cassettes of them arguing went viral, but without the whole internet thing. So was that a thing?
Yeah. Because I think you could still spread things from person to person without binary.
And there was this whole movement in the 90s about cassettes that people would share of prank calls and stuff. And I was kind of in on that because my older brother was into CB radio and stuff and early message boards on the computer, and he would play those things for me. But I'd never heard about this before, and it was a really touching and sweet and funny documentary called Shut Up, Little Man.
And so they would fight with each other, but they weren't dating.
No, one of them was a gay guy, and one of them was a straight, old curmudgeon-y dude, and they would just scream at each other in the funniest ways. So the gay guy kept saying to the other guy, "Shut up, little man." So that's why it's called that. My favorite line is when the older crazy curmudgeon guy yells after the sweet gay guy says, "Good night," and the older crazy guy goes, "Don't call me good night." It's just a great documentary, and everyone should watch it. That's what I learned.
To be honest, though, I hate it when people call me goodnight. I hate it. Okay, this is what I learned. I learned two things.
Okay.
One of them is really significant to everyone's life, including all of our listeners. Just kidding. It is about this necklace. I have a pearl necklace.
Yeah, you do.
I wear it on occasion when I'm feeling fancy. And I was in the middle of a really tense discussion that I was trying to avert eye contact with the person I was talking to. It was with a boy. It was a tense, where is this relationship going conversation that I hated.
You always need to make eye contact when you have those conversations.
I didn't want to.
Okay, got it.
And I was holding onto this pearl necklace, and I was like, I wonder how many pearls this has on it. Guess how many pearls it had.
You counted a pearl necklace while you're having an argument with a dude?
Well, I was paying attention, but I just needed something to distract me to calm my anxiety, and I counted it. Guess how many on my pearl necklace?
42.
69.
No.
I thought that was funny. There's a pearl necklace factory, and they're like, let's put 69.
Not 70, not 68.
No.
We might as well go. Just jam that other one on there.
I know.
Jam that other.
Why is that funny?
I will be
What's the reference?
because it's when you have multiples of 69.
It's just a lucky number.
Oh, it's a math joke.
It's a math joke.
I'm
You
bad
wouldn't
at
get
math.
it.
Math joke.
Hey, you know who that is talking? That's our guest.
That is our guest. His name is Peter
Oh, was I
Atencio.
not supposed to talk?
No, whatever.
Go for it.
It's
You're
fine.
supposed to talk whenever. He's how tall are you, Pete?
6'4"?
He's in a pillow fort.
He's
that
actually
is-
the second shortest person we've had.
Yeah, AG's way taller.
Steve
than me.
Agee is 6'6".
Yeah.
AG's a monster. I'm normal.
He's very tall.
You're totally normal,
You're
Peter.
2 inches larger than
That's
him.
the line between monster and normal. It has to
Apparently
be
is.
drawn somewhere.
6'5".
Well,
That's where it is.
Peter Atencio, you'll know him as director extraordinaire. He is the director of Comedy Central's Key and Peele, which is just the fucking best sketch show.
Hey, listeners, have you seen Key and Peele?
You should.
Have you done it? It's on Comedy Central, I think Wednesdays at 10:30, and it's probably on hiatus right now because they just had their season finale, but they'll be back for a 3rd season. It was announced on Deadline Hollywood. What?
He's also the director of the acclaimed, and I think it's his piece de resistance
Yeah,
video
definitely.
called The McNuggetini.
Yeah.
Definitely my
And
best work.
2 really, really hot girls.
Beautiful girls.
I don't
And,
remember them.
Well,
They were in it?
No,
I
they're
remember
super
the
famous
drink.
now.
I don't
They're really
remember-
famous. You probably don't remember them because they're just...
We made a YouTube video in
Hey.
2009 called
Hey.
McNuggetini. Peter directed it. So, Peter, what did you learn this week, dude?
Yeah.
I learned that in the 19th century, there was a theory that there was a lost continent called Lemuria. That was a
Sounds like a country club.
landmass. It was south of the Indian Ocean, and people theorized that there had to be a piece of land there for the concept of like tectonic plate shift to make sense. So there was a long period where we thought there was or not everyone, but there was a theory that there was a continent, a lost continent there, and then eventually
Did they ever find any evidence of it?
they didn't. It's not real.
It's not real.
You know what, though?
It's not real.
I feel like James Cameron just needs to get up on a sub and be like, let's take
He's
a look.
looking for
Yeah.
Lemuria right now.
He is
He's on a
not.
sub looking for the
It's
lost
it's
continent
a
of Lemuria.
romantic comedy called
It'll be in
Looking
IMAX
for
3D
Lemuria.
next
Yeah.
Christmas. It's going to be beautiful.
That's really interesting. I was just watching Ken Burns' documentary of the West. As I said, I was sick and watching a lot of shit. And it was incredibly boring. But I also thought about how...
A Ken Burns documentary was boring? No.
no, you're being
I don't.
sarcastic. No, I was actually surprised. I fucking love the shit out of Ken Burns. Actually,
No, he's
that's,
great.
like-
he's great, but he's not known for his.
No, yeah, it's not a
Entertainment.
rousing.
Yeah.
Anyways, I just figured how boring it would be to find land masses.
Really?
God.
You think that'd be
Boring? That'd be the best.
That'd be
That doesn't
awesome.
exist anymore. They just
I know.
disproved an island this week.
Did they?
Which one?
There's an island that had been on maps. It was on Google Maps. It was this island that everyone was like, "Oh yeah, there's an island there. It's really
Yeah.
small. No one lives there."
Called
And then
Pluto.
this week, someone proved that it doesn't exist, and they're taking it off.
Maybe
maps now.
they just went on Google Maps, or maybe they went on MapQuest and got lost and found the wrong place.
that's true.
That's probably what
I feel like someone like Vin Diesel owns it and is super pissed. Like he's like, that island I bought that I never went to.
I want to discover this island so I can be
real.
fucking alone. I'm
Don-
Vin Diesel.
Don Johnson owns islands.
Does he really?
Yeah,
How do you know that?
I used to work on a show with Don
What was the
Johnson.
show?
Oh, really?
What show was it?
Called Your Mama.
It was probably his best known work is probably Miami Vice. I would say.
Yeah, maybe
Don
that's
Johnson.
something like that.
I mean, I heard that he has like, his bridge to his other show was just very.
Yeah, you're awful. You're awful.
Me?
I
He's
worked
doing it too.
I worked on a really bad dumb show, but I remember production was like delayed like 2
But
weeks
I think
because
people
he was
still
on his
want to know
island.
what the show was. So.
It's called Nash Bridges.
Nash Bridges.
And,
Nash Bridges. I
but
remember
production
Nash
was
Bridges.
was like delayed, and they're like, "Yeah, Don just won't get off his island."
Don won't get out of that.
Are you
And
sure
then,
that wasn't like a metaphorical statement? Like he's an island of a man because he doesn't talk to people or make eye contact?
His island was like some like prostitute's name. Won't get off his island.
Oh, he's at the island. That's a strip club down on 49th Street. Yeah, he
You wanna
won't.
play a slumber
He
party
won't
game?
leave the island.
He won't.
A slumber party game?
Yeah, we're gonna have you pick
Yeah.
pick a little note that we've
I love
written
slumber
out
party
of a
games.
game out of our adorable vintage clutch purse.
Yep.
Allie's gonna read it, but before she reads it, she's gonna react to it. It's gonna be really.
Do we have
funny.
to describe your
No,
reaction?
I get
No,
excited.
she'll do
This
it
is
out
a
loud.
podcast.
I just
There's
get
no
excited
video
about the
here.
games.
It's great.
I get
No, it's
excited.
my favorite part.
It's a
So
slumber
I
party
draw?
game.
So you draw it and you hand it to Allie.
Can I interrupt really quick? Have you been to a slumber party as a bully?
Yeah.
Oh, as a kid, yeah,
Really?
for sure. Oh, I loved slumber parties.
What was the deal? What a boys
It was
do?
a video game party. You would get together, you would play Tecmo Super Bowl or Turtles in Time, Ninja Turtles in Time, and you would stay up as late as you could, and the first person to fall asleep would get fucked with. They would
Yeah.
get drawn on on or peed on or whatever.
Peed on.
Whatever.
Peed on.
No, I'm just saying, stuff happened when you fell asleep first.
Okay.
And no, it was the best. I loved slumber. If I could have adult slumber parties with my friends and not be a weird thing or like code for an orgy, I would do
Like
it.
right now?
Yeah, yes. Like just like now, except not being recorded and broadcast on the internet.
And not leaving in an hour.
And none of us are wearing
Right.
pants.
And it's not nighttime.
Got it.
So you got some caveats. We got it.
Right, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So we're gonna play.
You picked one.
All right, I picked one. I'm handing it off. Let's see
Slumber
her
Party
face.
Girl Games. Oh, this is 2. Here, I'm gonna give you this one.
What? That's two? What?
Oh, okay.
This is rigged? Oh, that's 2 things. I picked 2.
Did you hear her?
Oh, that was mine.
Okay.
Oh, you did react?
This is.
I didn't
I
see
did.
the face. I'm sorry. I should have
Okay,
described
Peter.
it.
You got a secret talent?
My secret talent is I guess something I enjoy. I don't know if I'm a talent necessarily, but it's something I enjoy doing. Is voice acting.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah. So, you know my friend Jason.
Yeah, Jason
Ruiz.
Yeah.
Very amazing writer, animator. Known him for years, and he's always asked me to do like little characters and his, and I actually really enjoy it. And
That's
it's not something I've
awesome.
ever pursued on my own. It's not something I ever would pursue on my own because it's just not a focus of my life in any way.
Why are you good
But-
at it? How are you good at it?
Oh, I don't know if I'm. That's why I said I don't know if it's a hidden talent because I don't know if I'm that great at it.
No, that's
but-
a cool thing to be like,
it's
I didn't
fun.
even know I could do that.
So Jason has been working on a Fox show for a while, and the Fox show just got picked up. So he's going to be making. I'm going to be a character on a show called Murder Police on Fox.
Hey,
That is
in
so
2013.
exciting. He's been working on that for so long.
He's been working, on trying to get something going there for a long time. He had another show that he had a pilot for, and that didn't get picked up.
what's your character?
I play Captain John Rushhour.
Okay.
I'm the captain of the police department, and I basically just yell at people. I drive a rascal scooter around the office and scream at people. And it's really fun. And Penny Marshall is on it, and Shy McBride, and it's super fun.
Wow.
It's really, really fun.
Damn. Hidden talent voice actor.
That works.
Will you leave the outgoing message on my voicemail?
Yeah.
Hey, this is Allie's voicemail.
No,
She's never
because
called
it'll
me
just
back.
be like, why did Peter record a message on Allie's voicemail?
Peter's
That's
voice.
weird.
It's gonna be
What does
weird.
that mean?
That's
Georgia,
great.
do you have any hidden talents?
You go
we don't know
first.
about?
You go first.
My hidden talent is that I can walk on stilts.
That's right. That's true.
The only people that know
true.
this talent are people in my immediate family. Peter knows it.
I've
Yeah,
seen it
I've
happen.
seen it. I've seen it.
If you come to my apartment, like say if you were in a pillow fort in my living room right now, you would see like 2 feet away are a pair of stilts that my dad built me when I was 8 because I saw like the Thanksgiving Day parade and I was like, Dad, I really want those. And so he made them.
He made those?
Yeah, he surprised me with them on Christmas morning. The bottoms of the stilts are like rubber, these rubber soles that he took off of his shoes, his old shoes.
Daddy.
And I've had them forever, and he taught me how to use them, and I can still use them. But it really, like at a party, if someone's like, "What are those?" You're like, "Oh shit, here it comes."
That's the context under which I've
Allie's
seen
gonna
it.
walk on
Yep,
stilts.
always
so
is.
I can testify that you can drunk stilt walk.
Yep.
Kind of can.
Totally.
Yeah, I've seen that happen.
Kind of can. It's terrifying.
I guess I don't know. I put mine in. I'm really good at hula hooping. Is that a thing?
Really?
Yeah.
Are you going to be one of those like Burning Man Hoopnotica girls? It's like,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I had to learn to hula hoop this year.
Really?
I have never known how.
Why did you have to? What's a weird thing?
Well, because we did a sketch this year that the guys hula hooped, and I was like,
that's
if you're going to learn to
such
hula
a
hoop,
good sketch.
I should learn to hula hoop too.
They had to learn. Did they have to be taught?
Well,
how to hoop?
we lucked out. The head of our hair department, Amanda Mofield, who does amazing hair work, is also a hula hoop enthusiast.
Wow.
Like competes professionally.
I
in
love
hula hoop
that.
contests. So we asked her to teach us to hula hoop.
I feel like I would get into that world and
Really?
go a little like crazy with it because I don't know. It's so fast. It's an amazing workout. It's not just like a light hula hoop.
Yeah,
It's
that's
a
why she
weighted
does it
hula
as a
hoop.
workout.
Yeah, it's a crazy great workout.
Yeah.
Which if you had to do one or the other?
Yeah.
Peter includes you. If you wanted to take like a hula hooping fitness class or like a pole dance class.
Hula hoop. Fuck pole dancing classes.
Pole dance for sure. Can you imagine me slinging myself around a strip pole? Are you kidding me?
I have to say,
That'd be amazing.
Georgia went to Jumbo's for the first time a couple
That's
weeks
right.
ago, and I went
Really?
for a birthday party.
First
Jumbo's
strip
Clown
club
Room.
ever.
First strip club.
And it's not even a strip club.
That's not. Yeah, I was going to say that's not a
I've
strip club.
never
As
been.
someone who
Stay
has
close.
extensive
Obviously.
strip club, obviously. No, I don't.
Just kidding.
That's
Just because you're a Hollywood director.
Yep.
I take all my meetings in strip
At
clubs.
strip clubs. That's where you
my
get, like,
thing.
lunch,
That's
the
how the
buffet.
comedy world works.
Sure.
People want to meet in strip clubs.
I'd like to
Awkward
know-
comedians love strip clubs.
Georgia just jazz-handed when she
Yeah.
said Hollywood, when she sang Hollywood.
I'm doing a
director.
gesture. It's pretty great.
But,
yeah, I bet they're good at hula hooping. Those
I bet
strippy girls.
I don't want to. I want to learn how to pole
girls.
dance because it looks fun from a gymnastic standpoint. But I hate everything it represents.
That's how I feel about
otherwise.
it too.
Yeah, no. Oh well.
Well,
What?
okay. That's a. I mean.
Oh, here goes Peter defending strippers. Let's hear it.
no.
All right, let's talk about your mom.
Oh, okay.
Nah.
All right.
Actually-
You can talk about my mom.
No, all truth be told, Peter has a MILF. She's like the hottest, sweetest, cutest little mom. I was like, I want to know all of her life secrets and do everything that she's done.
No one's ever described her as a sweet little mom. She's
is-
not the.
She's
I
super
mean,
She's a
hot.
bombshell.
She's super hot, but she's not like a gross, one of those weird, gross, like plastic moms. She's still like a human being.
She's a human being.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no fake. There's no plastic on
Your
her.
mom, man.
All right, Peter.
I'm uncomfortable
All right,
with how
well, that's-
attractive I find
yeah,
your mom.
I'm
All right, let's move on from
uncomfortable with
this.
it,
It's
too.
getting creepy.
It's really
Okay,
getting
just kidding.
creepy.
Pick
You want to
another.
pick another?
Pick another.
Now, do you read this one?
Nope, it's all Alie all the time.
That's a
boy.
weird rule.
Well, it's pretty funny.
Seems a
I get
little
pretty excited
one-sided.
about these games.
All right, let's check it out. See the face?
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So-
this one's not bad. This is.
So we did this on our last podcast, but it's pretty fluffy. But what is one can't live without beauty product or a DIY beauty trick that you're like, you know what I use? I use gasoline to whiten my teeth, bitches.
Yeah.
I don't know what
Anything.
you do. I don't know what you do.
DIY.
Yeah, like
No, it doesn't have to
you
be
know,
a
do you
DIY.
want to know a DIY thing I use?
Sometimes I fan myself instead of using a hair. No, I don't. I mean.
I'll give you a DIY.
Yeah, go ahead. You go first.
Super creepy. I use food coloring as a lip stain.
I've seen that.
And it works so fucking well.
You're
How
using
did you
purple,
learn that?
right?
Where did you get that?
Well, okay. I thought I want a lip stain that will just I put it on once and then my lips are like the perfect shade of pink or whatever all day. And so I was like, you know what always stains my hands? Fucking food coloring.
What if beets? What if you rubbed a beet on your
Wait,
face?
how old were you when you first tried this?
35. I was like, this is like a year ago. But so I took a couple different drops of food coloring and using my painter's experience, mixed it to a hue I enjoyed and rubbed it on my lips. And then it was like a lip stain all day.
So you mix it. You mix it up. You
I mix
the
a couple
color?
colors. Like I'll do a couple drops of yellow, a couple drops of
Getting
red,
More
a
complicated.
little bit of blue, just a color like, and then I put it on, and then it's my lips are like it's
Are you
like
wearing
lipstick.
that right now?
I'm wearing something similar to it. I tried buying a product to see if I liked it as much. Didn't.
Don't.
No.
So yeah, food coloring.
Shit, all right.
Y'all-
What about it? Do you get manicures ever, Peter?
No.
Do
Come on.
you?
Do I get manicures?
I don't know.
I mean,
Guys get manicures, right?
Yeah, but
You're a big Hollywood director.
Yeah. You're a big but here we go.
I go to strip clubs and I get manicures.
Do
I'm a
you
complicated
trim
being.
your nose hair? I feel like not enough guys trim their nose
I do
hair.
trim my nose hair. Nose hair is a family curse,
Got
I
it,
guess.
yeah.
So it's there.
I
It's
think that's
present.
an important thing.
It's with us.
I think a lot of guys don't realize, A, you're taller than us, so we can see right
It's
up
true.
there.
It's true.
And if there's like one coming out, like
Yeah,
sticking
it's just
out,
not good.
We can't not
It's just
look
not
at
good.
it.
It's like a
It
I
actually
feel
is
like
a thing I have about that.
Yeah,
George
no,
has
it's
told
good.
me when I've got one poking
I
out.
told my mom, she got so mad at me.
Oh,
I'm
it's
just
so
like, I feel like people
embarrassing.
don't realize it and they need to know. And it's like my quest to tell people that they
If
should
you ever,
trim their nose
if I'm
hair.
ever in need of a trim, I want you to know between
Okay.
us, we have the relationship. You can tell me.
Can I tell you guys
say-
something?
Sure.
I've trimmed a boyfriend's nose hair
I
before.
bet you have.
Oh,
That's fine.
I accidentally stabbed him in the
Girls
nose and he never
have
let me do
done
it again.
Oh yeah, that's the thing. It does hurt, and those
Yeah.
nose hair trimmers are
Yeah.
just
Really?
weird and like alien
They're
looking
weird. They
enough
don't
that
work.
just shoving one of those in your nose, never a fun. I like
It's
to
actually
do,
called
I do little
nasshole.
trimmers. I
Nasshole.
do little scissors.
You do, yeah.
Yeah.
You know what Georgia did to me once? We were on set.
I don't know what this is.
We were filming a Cooking Channel series, Classy Ladies with Alie and Georgia, and we were mic'd, but Video Village was like halfway across the farm where we were shooting. And Georgia leans over and whispers to me, "You have got one nose hair. I want to pluck that fucking thing so bad." And then we see Video Village just erupt because we're mic'd. We have lav mics on.
No, you forget really fast. I've heard the shit I've heard actors say because they just forget because you have it on.
Like what? Come on.
No, nothing that juicy,
Come on.
and nothing that I look. I want to work with people again.
But I mean, can you
frankly,
just
but-
change some details?
No, it's really nothing that salacious. It's just the fact that you
Just an
forget your
embarrassing thing.
Yeah, or like I once heard producers talking about me, like, geez, what the fuck is up with Peter today?
Oh,
And I was like, oh, god damn it.
Really?
Fuck. Yeah.
Did you have PMS?
Did I have PMS?
Yeah.
I had director PMS.
I
was
get
in a bitchy mood.
Oh.
But yeah, so you forget that
I
you have
know.
the microphone on that
I
hears
know.
everything.
it's true. And then sometimes when
There's
you're like
always
not
some
anywhere
asshole.
near upset and you're whispering to someone about someone embarrassing and you're like, oh fuck, am I mic'd?
I know.
Like, no, I'm not even anywhere near.
We're in the car on the way home from set,
Yeah.
and one of us will be
Like,
like,
they probably
look
took the
around.
mic.
Worst.
Do I have let me see if I have a beauty secret. Well, I was just telling you, Alie, yesterday about taking your eye makeup off after you wash your face, which you didn't know about.
So I have this thing where I take my eye makeup off with like really scratchy toilet paper, and my eyes burn, and I hate it. And George is like, "Let me school you in that." So that's helpful.
You know what I think the difference is that my mom was really into beauty and stuff like that when I was a kid and taught me so much shit, and I don't think your mom cared.
I was raised in the forest. My name is Nell.
Alie was raised by wolves.
They made a documentary about me called Nell.
Alie was raised by a very tomboy wolf.
Yeah.
Right?
She
That's
had
good.
super hairy teats.
Sorry, Nancy. Just kidding. I love you.
My mom wasn't the vain type necessarily.
My mom
but
was.
It was just like a
Sorry, Janet. I love you.
So all women who wear makeup are vain?
super
Whoa.
vain assholes. No, she just wasn't like I grew up Catholic, so anytime you spent on yourself was a sin.
That's not, first of
Don't
all,
wash
not
your
a Catholic
armpits.
thing,
I
because
don't
there's
know.
entire states called New Jersey and New York where that is not true at all.
That's true.
So don't blame that on
I'm
Catholics.
learning. I'm learning.
half Catholic.
I'm trimming my nose
I'm
hair.
not going to own that.
I'm doing a great job.
Unless your mom was in a convent.
Why am I
Then it would
single?
make sense.
My mom did go to. She lived in a nunnery. She went.
Is she
to,
religious?
Not anymore, but she was raised Catholic and went to private girls' Catholic school until she graduated college.
Oh, man.
So
she never got
So your
laid.
mom's a freak in the sheets is what you're trying to
She is
say.
an absolute lady on the street and a freak in the sheets. She wants you to call her, by the way. She said she thinks that she left her bra
I'd
on
be good
your
for your
couch.
mom. I'd be good for your mom. That's all I'm saying.
My dad would not be.
All right, ladies, pick another one.
Fine. That's fine.
Get a good one, Peter. Get a good one. Not that. That one.
There you go. Haha. Okay. All right, this is a funny one.
Wait, I never shared my beauty tip.
Oh yeah.
beauty tip?
I'll live. I'll
Okay.
live. No,
Nose hair.
I don't have any beauty
It's like
tips.
no hairs. Okay.
Trim your
Oh
fucking
yeah,
nose
trim
hair.
your nose hairs, fellas.
Gross.
Come on, get with it.
Do it.
God,
Thanks, guys.
wash your dick.
Oh,
Wash your dick.
I do.
Wash your dick.
I do.
Not you, just in general. Wash it. Come on.
That is a great
Keep it
beauty
clean.
tip.
Do people not?
Look,
You know what? That's true. I dated a guy.
Shut
didn't wash his dick.
up.
You
Yeah, I
hear
dated
stuff.
a guy that
you hear
didn't wash
stuff on the
his dick.
streets.
Yeah, his
I
dick.
feel like wash your balls is more important than wash your dick.
No, wash that dick too.
Because the dick is right there. It's
when
gonna
I
get
say
wet.
when I say dick, I'm talking the whole,
The whole
area.
junk.
I'm not
Wash your
talking the
junk.
shaft.
Wash
I don't
your
mean
junk.
just wash your shaft.
But
Wash,
Georgia,
wash your
Georgia's
shit.
like, use Purell and wash your hands before you even get them near my vajays.
Oh yeah, if I'm gonna hook up with a guy, we
Use
just got off the subway. I'm gonna be like,
Purell?
no.
Who just got off the subway?
I don't know. Like I used
That's
to live.
your problem. Let me tell you something. His hands, not the problem in that scenario.
Yep.
Are you?
Hey, you were cute on the subway.
You're being
Let's hook up.
classist. No, I mean like, okay, we were on a date and we were on the subway, and then we're gonna like make out. No, you're not touching. You go wash your hands.
Yeah. You go wash
You
your
go
sturdy
wash your
digits.
hands, sir.
No, I dated a guy whose junk smelled like cream of mushroom soup.
Yeah.
He had
That's
ablutophobia. Here's another thing I
that?
learned. Ablutophobia is the fear of bathing.
What? That's not. That's
bullshit.
Ablutions, you know, an ablution, your nightly ablutions,
Was he
washing
raped
up.
in a bath?
I don't know what
do you get
made
that
him
fear?
terrible.
You get that fear by being a lazy
was
person
he
and calling
afraid of
yourself
people
something.
liking him and wanting to sleep with him? Because that's a side
evidently
effect.
he was afraid of me loving him.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, so this is a question. If your house was on fire, what is the one item of clothing you would grab on your way out?
Clothing.
Like, is there anything that means like your father's
These are all.
coat?
Georgia wrote
a
this
boy
one.
purse? Isn't there a
Georgia
boy
wrote this
purse?
one.
That we
But
can
what
take?
is the
Like, isn't there one thing like your binky from when you were that was
Or
not
one-
a
No,
item.
okay. Let me. I'll seriously think about it. One item of clothing. Well, okay. My mind immediately goes to practicality. If I'm running out of my house while it's on fire, I'm going to grab a big heavy coat because it's probably cold outside.
Oh, jeepers.
But if I'm looking to save something, okay, I have something. I have a shirt that I made. We had a sketch that we did season 1 of Key and Peele where the guys play R&B singers, and I designed a shirt that was like an album cover from one of their. It was like an early '90s R&B song, so it was I designed one of their earlier album covers, and we printed a bunch of shirts for the extras to wear, and I got one made for myself, and it's very precious to me.
What is the name of their band? I forget.
All for One.
All for One, and they're
Oh, no,
crazy.
that's a real band.
Oh,
Wasn't it Bone Thugs and Harmony thing?
No, this was last season. It was, God, what was it called?
they're crazy in love, these two, though, right? One of them is crazy in love with the other.
Hot for You.
Hot for You.
Jeez.
It's a great sketch.
Yeah, All
Look
for
it up.
One was real. Hot for You.
Look it
That's
up.
what they are.
Georgia, what do you got?
I think I've done this before, and it's my dad's sweater that from the New York Marathon when he was in the 80s. He gave me a sweater. It's like my coziest,
sweet.
comfiest little
That's
thing.
That's sweet.
Love it. What about you?
I just get my Louis Vuitton. Just kidding. All of my shoes are from Ross.
That's the funniest thing from you because, literally, it's
Like all of
like
my shoes
Target
are
and
from
Ross.
Ross. I have a shirt that my mom made me in 1994.
The
that is
striped
like,
one with
yeah,
the holes.
stripes.
Got
There's
it.
holes everywhere, and my mom like kind of fucked up on the
She
pattern.
made it for you?
She made it for me because I wanted a striped shirt, and this is 94. You couldn't just get
How
those.
do you make a shirt?
Poorly.
Like, what kind of, what style shirt?
It was just a jersey striped, like she did her best, but it's like really wide.
Like
but I
she
still
bought
wear it.
fabric and cut fabric, or she knitted it? Or?
No, you used
bought
to be able to
fabric.
buy
Okay.
fabric and sew
You
it.
can still buy fabric.
Oh, you
and
know
sew
what
it.
I would grab? I would grab my 160 plus vintage dresses. Just my 160.
Oh, just
my 160 dresses.
Your 100 dresses.
Yeah, my one.
That's
That's more like 100 vintage.
not
Is
dresses.
that like a brag? What was that?
No, that's a sad. I have a fucking problem,
lot of
and I need to
dresses.
stop. Okay,
Let's have another one.
Okay,
Okay.
let's make sure it's a good one. Give her two, and she can pick one.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
that's probably
it?
against the rules.
Okay, well,
let's
this
just
is
go
it?
with
Okay.
one.
Okay, let's go
If
with
she
one.
doesn't like it, you can veto them.
Okay,
I will say that.
Okay,
I'm gonna.
You can say no. 'Cause then
Okay,
people
this is a
will
good
be
one.
intrigued.
We're gonna go with this one. Georgia and I have a game that we play. If you could eat anything right now, we play it often, usually in moments of just like we're just killing some time.
boredom, emotional.
Yeah.
If I could
eating,
eat anything?
Yeah, but this technically says your favorite midnight snack. But you can either tell us.
Well, no,
you
I
can-
want to know what his secret. Like, no one's home. I get home and I'm in the kitchen
Everything.
late night.
an element of shame in
Oh
this.
yeah, I want to know your weird. Like, I will throw these things, and it's like a comforting thing to me.
Comforting puts a different spin on
It could be no, it could be
I would-
shameful, like the comforting.
I have to say, I've been to Peter's house recently, and he has a cheese fridge.
I don't have a cheese. That makes it sound like I have a
Peter,
fridge
I'm
for
coming
cheese.
over.
Yeah.
I don't have a separate.
Does Peter have a
fridge
good
for
food
cheese?
Why?
His cheese
I'm
selection.
not
I went over there just to go
Fucking
watch
Richard
a movie.
Branson.
It was like he opened this tiny chili vault full of farmers
Chili
market.
vault?
What's a chili vault?
Chili.
Oh, chili vault.
Chili.
A
Oh,
right.
cold
Got it,
vault.
got it.
Full of farmers market cheeses.
That is beautiful.
I do go to farmers markets.
I like
I do
it.
enjoy
Yeah.
farmers markets.
So
but
what's your
that's not what I
midnight
snack. What I
Yeah.
snack on is my most comforting. I'm going to eat this entire bag. For whatever reason, is baked Lay's potato chips.
Oh, that's
Barbecue
the
or
best.
regular?
Regular.
Oh.
Just baked. Like the ones that, they introduced them like, oh, they're baked. They're better for
Totally.
you. I don't know why. I got addicted to those things in college.
That crisp crunchiness.
Yeah.
I had a girlfriend in college. She would come up to my house on the weekends, and because she lived in Denver and was in high school. It was,
Woohoo!
yeah, so it was one of those. But it was her dad. Why would her dad let her do that? Anyway.
Yeah, I know.
So she would come up to my place, and we would drink lemon Diet Cokes and eat
What?
baked Lay's, and it was like a thing.
Party.
And it was just we were just gross, but
You still eat them?
baked Lay's, not very often.
Once in a while,
but
like,
every
go out,
once in a
yeah.
while, I'll go buy a bag of baked Lay's, and those fuckers are gone.
Those are good. Allie,
Yeah.
what's yours?
I think I'm gonna go pop chips, or I've been doing this really fucked up unappetizing thing lately where I'm like, you know what, I kind of want some oatmeal, so I'll take uncooked 2-minute oatmeal and just put some almond milk in it, and then I'll just eat it.
You won't even
but
heat it up?
Nope.
The oatmeal, but like Quaker Oats.
Yep,
Like
I
a
just
little
don't even-
packet
So
of
good.
a single serving.
That's such
Yeah.
good, though.
I
I used
just
to eat
am like-
the peach flavored Quaker Oats.
That's
like
nothing for
nothing.
me. Ooh, you know what I love though?
6
What?
packets in a
Yeah.
Tupperware.
So what?
Shit.
Into it.
I'm in high school. I can eat anything.
You guys, what about cream of wheat?
Pretty good.
I've been eating that since I was a
I
little
like
kid.
cream of wheat.
Cream of wheat is
I'm okay
legit.
with it.
Cream
But
of
you know
wheat
what
is
I've been
good.
really obsessed with lately? Avocado toasts.
Oh, that's such an
Avocado
Alton
toast.
Brown Food Network.
But you know what I put on
situation.
top of it? Sardines.
Yeah, that's an Alton
Wait,
Brown.
you
like,
spread
Omega.
avocado on
I
toast?
Smash avocado on toast. Put some salt and pepper and garlic salt on, or garlic powder on it, and then just like mash up some sardines or anchovies and spread it right on top.
Is your
That
breath
is my
amazing?
Oh, my
Number one-
breath is just.
Oh, I bet you smell
stunning,
great.
Stunning.
Yeah, I bet you just sweat it out.
I do. It's great.
I eat a lot of avocado and tomatoes with balsamic vinegar and olive oil and sea salt.
I would drown myself in balsamic vinegar.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so good.
What if you had to die that way? What if someone heard you and they're like, I can shoot you in the heart and you can bleed to death, or you can drown in a vat of
I don't think you're
balsamic.
going to bleed to death. You're going to die from getting shot in the heart before you bleed to death, right?
Well, if they nicked a valve.
I'd rather get shot than actually drown. I'm going to retract
Just
my
because it's a
statement.
drowning death, or because it's balsamic?
Yeah, because it's a
specifically?
drowning.
Drowning would be awful.
That'd be pretty bad. I had an awful thought the other day.
What?
I was laying in bed, wasn't feeling very good, and I was like, I got to figure out like retirement plans. Am I ever going to buy a house? Am I going to get married?
Normal thoughts.
What's
Yeah.
going on? Post birthday, like, fuck, I'm getting older. And I was like, you know what? Those guys from Heaven's Gate, they just ate some applesauce, laced with some pharmaceuticals, and had a shot of vodka, and then they just put like a thing over their heads, wearing new Nikes, and they just went to bed.
And where are
pretty
they now?
easy.
They're fucking
Forever.
riding Haley's Comet
They
to
are.
paradise. And we're stuck here on a slave planet.
You guys, let's have a
Yeah, I'm going to talk to you guys
suicide
about Scientology for a minute.
Oh, shit.
I have some
I was thinking about
information.
just how comfortable that sounded, and then I was like, oh, that's pretty fucked up. That's a suicide
Yeah,
ideation.
that means I need to go to a psychiatrist.
But the problem is it's just like, if you're gonna die, though.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm just saying, if you're gonna die, at least the element of surprise, terror, and pain is out the window.
That's
had
true.
an- I
That's
had
a
an
very
aunt.
valid
Is that
point.
sad?
I had like a second cousin thing situation, and she was getting Alzheimer's, and she's like, well, when it gets so bad that I can't remember certain things, I'm going to kill myself. And she,
But she won't remember to kill herself.
Nope.
Oh my
No,
god!
she got to a point where she
it's
was
like
like-
an Encyclopedia Brown
Yeah,
mystery.
It's pretty crazy. She did.
Kind of.
did?
She killed herself.
In the
She
future.
did really. She was just like, all right, that's it.
Yeah. She's
like,
that's kind of
peace.
baller.
Her
I
last
admire
words were
that.
peace.
Like,
She was a rad woman.
I would like to, because I've seen so many old people whose lives just suck, and they admit they suck. Like my
know.
grandmother was like, "This is terrible.
I know.
I hate everything." Granted, she was in a fugue state or something.
Yeah.
From
Like
Alzheimer's.
when you
but-
have the wherewithal to be like, all right, I'm good. I don't want to be a burden on anyone.
I feel like in the future, they're going to be, can you believe euthanasia was frowned upon?
I
And now
agree.
we use it to kill all people all the
you know
time.
what? Actually, another thing I learned this week is there's some guy created a roller coaster that if you get on it, you'll die.
It's not. Well, it's not real.
It's not real. It's an idea.
conceptual
It's a conceptual
design.
thing. So it's got so many
doing this.
loops and free falls that your heart couldn't handle it. So if you want to die, how great would that be?
Kind of.
It's
on a
like
roller
it's the
coaster.
loops are in descending order of like how many G's they would create.
Yeah.
So that's how you do it.
Who's the pimply teenager with the summer job of unloading the corpses at the end and enjoy the ride?
Okay, there's like a dump at the end, maybe. Let's say there's a loopy loop that
Yeah,
the
just dump
seatbelts
it.
come off.
They dump you into a raging pit of fire. And your
Perfect.
ashes come
Alligators.
out. And then at the
Whatever.
end, your relatives can buy your ashes like those photographs.
Oh my
What if there's a
God.
photograph
I will-
of just where you died?
And there's like one of you guys playing chess on like your death roller coaster. You know how people do that?
Like the Splash Mountain. Yeah. Just flashing, people flashing
Yeah.
before they die.
Oh,
Yeah.
everything sucks.
No, that would be. I would die that
Speaking
way.
of death, what about ghost stories? You got
Oh yeah,
ghost stories?
Peter, what's going on with your ghost stories?
I don't have ghost stories. I wish I had ghost stories. I feel like I believe in the concept of residual energies. I'll say that. I don't know if I necessarily believe in the traditional idea of a ghost.
Sure.
But I have gone ghost hunting. I have explored. Yeah.
When, why, and how?
I went with my friend Anne, and we were talking about ghosts. Ghosts came up, and we were just like, have you ever gone ghost hunting?
Were you dating Anne?
No, no. This was Ann Maddox.
Ann
You
Maddox,
guys know
yeah.
Ann
Okay,
Maddox.
I'm just saying. I just wanted to know the context.
I was not dating.
There was
Ann.
no potential makeout that he was
There
like,
was
I'll
no-
do this.
Yeah, this was not to get laid.
Yeah.
And we decided to go on a ghost hunt, and we went to. She had heard that there's the Knickerbocker
Hotel, yeah.
in
I've heard
Hollywood.
about this.
It's supposed to be very haunted. Lots of prominent people have died, which apparently is how you're a ghost. If you're famous in life, you get to be a ghost.
Wait, who
Otherwise,
died there?
no unknown ghosts.
No.
No.
Sorry, you're not well known.
I don't know. Like a bunch of actors. It was one of those places where actors went to die, I think.
Okay.
That was a thing in the 30s and 40s.
Okay.
Sure.
But yeah, I think some people died there. People had fights there. It was just one of those places where there's a lot of Hollywood history, and so
Well,
there's
do you
a lot
think
of people
that a
who.
place is haunted because someone died there, or do you think it's just like they spent a lot of time?
Well,
in their
as
lives
someone,
there?
I live in a house where someone died. They had to disclose that when I got the place. They were like,
I want to hear about
tenant
this.
died.
What?
Yeah, an older woman. She had diabetes, and she keeled over and died outside on the little
Oh, at least it's outside.
patio area.
Wow.
But
Did you just call your patio the partio?
the patio area?
Because I feel like you're
patio made for parties. What would you call it?
I don't know.
No,
I
I
feel like
meant
that
to call it
needs
a
to be-
patio. It may have come out partio.
No, I think that's a new thing that we just coined. So she
Yeah.
died outdoors.
She died on the patio, and yeah. So they have to tell you.
Yeah.
Like, there's a certain time limit when they don't have to disclose deaths, but they always have to disclose murders.
What?
So if you buy a house that someone was murdered at, or I think even if you're renting.
I don't think if
because
you
I was
rent.
renting.
Oh,
Well, I was
really?
renting, and they had to tell me, but I don't know if that was because she was the last person who lived there. Or what? But
So did you see ghosts when you went ghost?
no, we didn't see any ghosts. We talked to the the guy. It's now a retirement home, I think, the Knickerbocker Hotel, and there was a guy who was like the security guard on duty. As soon as we told him we were just interested in seeing some ghosts, he was very excited.
Well, yeah.
He took us all over. He was like, "Well, sometimes I hear things in here, and sometimes I was riding this elevator once, and there was a." And
Can we get him on our podcast?
Yeah, he's really entertaining. And he took us on a little tour of the hotel, but we didn't see or experience anything, unfortunately. But I'm always open to the idea of having those experiences. I just have never had one
Never, ever,
myself.
not even as a kid?
Not that I can remember. No, there was nothing that stands out to me. I never. Yeah, I mean, I've always been fascinated with it. It's always something I've just had an interest in, and I've certainly met a lot of people who have had experiences that they've talked about. But
Let's go ghost hunting,
I've
you guys.
never had one.
I
I'm
went
totally
once.
down.
You did?
Where'd
I
you
went.
go?
I was in Boston over the summer.
Oh,
and
that's right.
I had 12 hours until my flight left, and I was lugging around my suitcase. And then some creepy dude with like a soul patch said, in all black, was like, "Yeah, I have these ghost tours." And I was like, $10? I'll kill some time.
I don't want to be toured though. I want to like the three friends. It's like how a horror movie would start.
Well, I would
Three
love-
friends go into the woods. You know,
I would love to do like the show Ghost Hunters type experience where you go
so
into a
hard to
place
prove that that's
with
real.
oh no, I mean, who knows about that show? I will say I have seen some stuff on that show that's pretty
Really?
crazy. Yeah, I mean, like I said, who knows?
Like
Yeah.
what? Like what did you see? Because I never watched a show.
They've had stuff where it's just it's
cold
it's
in one
weird.
room.
No, like stuff where things have moved on camera. They've heard like noises. They've heard. There was one they did a hotel in Estes Park in Colorado, where I'm from, and it's the hotel that The Shining is based on.
Ooh,
And
I wanna go there.
they go into the basement and they heard some crazy shit in the basement, and it's on the tape, and it's like, well, maybe that's a pipe. You enjoy the speculation.
I'm
of
really
it
into
all, but-
abandoned places, and I don't think I would be as into them if I believed that ghosts happen.
You don't believe in ghosts at all?
I believe in I believe that even if there is that energy, that residual energy, it's not on any kind of level that we would ever experience it.
Well, I don't know. I mean, what are your thoughts on like other dimensions and stuff? Because if you can think about like
I believe in
time-space
that.
continuum and certain dimensions, like is it possible? And someone explained this to me that that ghosts or like things that you can see or things you can feel, or like a cassette tape that was recorded forever ago that happened at that time, but it can be played at any time.
I guess I
So
believe
it's like
more
just a replay.
in I believe less in time being a thing than I do other dimensions. Like
Really?
time is I think of pretty man-made thing.
Well, if you start thinking about that, then nothing matters, and all of us are 12.
Well, but wait. What are you saying about time? That
Like
time
that
is
everything that's I read
as
something.
a concept is
everything that's
a
ever
total
happened is
constructed-
happening right now. That kind of a thing, where it's like it's not a linear thing. It's this huge universe of everything happening.
at once.
But then that basically. I mean, there is a lot of theories about that deal. They call them alternate universes,
Yeah.
but it's kind of that theory that anything that can happen has
Happens
happened
somewhere
and
else,
is
yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
But why am I conscious? And so there's other me's that have made other decisions
I
that have
know.
done other things. So why
Why are you
Well,
in
that
this
gets into the
one?
whole question of what life is. I mean, I heard something really interesting recently that was, if I go to my car and I take my car's engine apart and I lay out all the pieces out on the ground and then I put them all back together in exactly the same way, I can turn the car on and it starts. I can't do that with a person or with any living thing. So there is something fundamental beyond just the biological mechanics of what makes us alive
I agree with
that
that.
we cannot explain.
I agree with that, and it's funny because I think that we're gonna be such asshats because like in the future they will have figured this out.
No, I
and
don't
we'll be like,
no.
what if it was a tiny god that lived in each of
they're gonna ever
us?
figure it out.
Just like we used to think that cancer was like an armpit goblin or something. Do you know what I mean?
You have armpit goblin.
What'd your uncle die of? Well, you got the armpit goblin.
Got the old armpit goblin.
Do you know what I mean? Like, there's so many things that we didn't get at all, and now it's like, oh well, duh.
Yeah, I mean, I do believe that there is a quantifiable scientific explanation for everything that can happen or does exist.
I just think a lot of
I
it
just think
is-
that we're so far from understanding.
Oh, we're idiots.
We're just
We're big dumb. So then the question
Little-
is, why do we give a shit about anything?
You know who I think-
Why do I
that's
care
what
how
I was
many
gonna
Twitter
say.
followers
Because
I
I
have
need-
or how
well,
old I am?
I think people use that stuff as an excuse not to fucking just live their lives currently
Yeah, I mean,
for what's
the
going on and
idea
enjoy them.
of life. The idea of our existences being meaningless is a terrifying concept. I mean, that's
No, I love
we all
it.
want to believe that we have some purpose in this world, and so if you look
Special
at the
purpose.
straight fact of energy is recyclable and it will continue long after our consciousness as we know it is gone, yeah, nothing matters at all, and why should we care about anything? But there's more. I believe that some aspects of what we consider love or what we consider having connections with people is also important, and it does factor into the whole big picture. I don't know how, but should justify some of what we call caring about ourselves and other people.
I feel like just the fact that, like the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy for me is like the reason that I believe it's in all of that stuff.
In
any
what?
of that
All of what
thing.
stuff?
In any kind of
Hitchhiking?
in any kind of weird theory or like just weird possibility is because of that.
You know what I think is weird? I think it's weird that we're made up of chickens. Like, think of how many chickens you've eaten. You're made up of dead chickens.
Wait. My favorite thing is
We're made
that
up of stardust. We're made up of.
Yeah.
I mean, there's energy.
chickens
There's
are made up
energy
of-
that we are currently using to be alive at this moment that originated in the furnace of the sun.
I know.
That originated in places.
I just think it's crazy that I look down at
millions of
my
light years
hand and
away.
my skin and it's made partially of old chickens. I think that's so weird.
one day, like the Ward theory, you're like a cult leader. It's
You're
Oh,
listening
made of
to
chickens.
Stoned Tent with Alie and Georgia, where Alie and Georgia get
I just
stoned
love
inside
Douglas
a tent.
Adams once said that there's a theory that the Earth will, when everyone figures out what the Earth is about, it will cease to exist and will be replaced by something even weirder. But then he says there's another theory that's already happened, which I fucking love so much.
Oh, yeah, I read that quote.
Oh, it's so good.
I sometimes think about alternate universes.
Totally
and-
on my Facebook.
It is on your Facebook. I have this weird thing where A, I wonder if in alternate universes if my hair looks better, and then B, I wonder. I was brushing my teeth the other night, and I was like, oh fuck, what if this is what if that never happened? Like, you know, this the whole like sliding doors, like what
yeah.
if I never met that person? I'm like, I'm living in the what if that never happened shittier reality.
Oh, no.
I'm pretty sure. I don't have a cat. I'm like, I live in an apartment. I don't have a boyfriend, and I was like, wait a second. Ouch.
Bitch, you're in a tent with cookies right
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
How bad can it
But I'm
be?
like, then I was thinking there's another alternate reality where I just am in jail somewhere.
Or
but-
you're a housewife in like
Yeah, that does sound like it's
Yeah, but if you
Central
go by
California.
that, everything that can happen, or everything that can happen has happened, is happening.
That's crazy
So
that there's like a
don't worry about it.
there's
Yeah.
a weird
Just
like
live your life the way you want to live it,
Y'all,
like
this
yourself,
got
and
deep.
balls deep with Alie and Georgia.
Balls deep. That was the original name of our podcast.
Somewhere there's like
Seriously.
there's me with really
Missed opportunity.
like
Yeah.
bleached out hair and like a glue sniffing.
yeah, that,
Someone's calling
that
you
place
mom.
is called 1996.
Hey. Whatever, dude. I was straight up goth.
Should we
Get
do
into the
one
game?
more? Or should we
Let's
do fuck that?
Let's do fuck that.
Well, let's do one more. One
Okay,
more
let's do
fuck
one
that.
more and then we'll fuck that.
Okay.
So we're gonna and then we're gonna
And then
fuck
we're
that.
gonna fuck that.
Then we're gonna fuck
I have
that.
to get
We're
my
gonna
fuck
fuck
that's
this
in
first?
order. For those who have never played fuck that, you will learn what it is in a moment. Okay, but this last question for Peter. Okay. If you had to quit your life and start anew, what would it look like? You just had to be like, fuck this life.
I think
Windows
about,
production or
I
something.
think about that all the time.
Like dream job.
Oh my god.
What would it be? What would it be?
All the time. Well, I don't know what it would be. It would be something creative because I have to be creative. But I really like designing cars. I think I would in another life I would have loved to be a automotive designer.
Like, do you like the newfangled cars or old school cars?
I like design. I like drawing, and I automotive. As a kid, I loved cars. I grew up going to a car show every year with my dad, and so I love the look of cars. I love looking at cars, and I
Yeah.
love drawing cars.
Oh, that's so
I've always
interesting.
drawn cars, so that would probably be my. I'm hoping that in movies I get to work on something where I get to design cars. 'Cause that's that'd be a huge perk for
Well,
me.
our next cocktail is a car, so you
Yep.
should totally direct that video.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alie,
That's the same. Yeah.
you know what I would love to
Thank you
have
for
me?
listening.
I don't know if this isn't if this is a job that exists, but a professional tap dancer. Can I do that?
That's, well,
I took tap dance for years.
I think they call it struggling actor now.
I have these weird visceral fantasies about being a trapeze artist.
Ooh.
Where you can almost feel like the inertia of like swinging back and forth on a bar. Like
That's what you're gonna do anyway.
That feels like
in a bar.
That's our
the
job.
hottest new sex club.
Hey, actually, this all gets back to pole dancing. But like the idea of like swinging through the air and like using like your abominable strength
yeah.
to,
They
like,
are abominable in my
They
case.
are. They're hard enough, and that to swing around.
Yeah.
That to me, like that weird inertia seems like it would be really great. But if I had to start over again, I would love to dedicate myself more to life sciences, and. Like, I wanted to be a biological illustrator in college. Like, up until college, so I was studying biology and fine visual arts because I wanted to just draw things that grew and that were people and stuff. And then I realized everyone drew everything already. So
Yours is so interesting. And I want to tap dance. Hey.
Do you tap dance at all, though?
Yes, I tap danced for years when I was a kid.
So you've lived your dream.
You're close enough.
I'm good.
Been there.
Okay.
You've touched the
I'm done.
sky and lived to tell about it. Right?
Touch the sky.
That's going to be the name of my documentary. Georgia Tap the Sky.
Tap the sky.
What about I'd tap that?
Tap the sky. Tap the sky.
All right, well, fuck that. This is a time for a segment we call Fuck That, where we ask you a thing that you hate so much, you're like, fuck that. And then one thing that you love so much, you would fuck that. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Let me think.
Oh, God. Okay. One thing I love so much, I want to fuck it. Candlelight. I know that's so dumb.
That's it?
I love candlelight so much. I love candlelight so much.
Oh, so you have two eyes and a heart. That's great.
Girl, you need to go on a date. A proper date. That's sweet.
true.
That's sweet.
I feel like it's not something people maybe use enough, but there's nothing like having dinner with friends. It's this thing I call twink dins, which sounds
Well, that's
sexual. It's twinkle dins, but it's this idea of when you have a couple candles.
That didn't explain it more.
Okay, just to twinkle.
Twinkle dinner.
Just twinkle dinner.
Candle dinner.
Twinkle
Candle dinner.
So it's like when you have like 5 or 6 friends around a table, and there's like tons of glasses filled with like water and wine and whatever, and you have candlelight and everything. All the candlelight is bouncing off the glass, and it's like this twinkly dinner. And it doesn't really matter what you're eating, but everyone's just sort of like murmuring and having fun. And there's candles, and that to me is like one of my favorite things to do just ever on the planet. And it's finally like cold enough in LA where I can use my oven again because my apartment is a sauna. So that's one thing that I love so much. I would like to fuck it. That's so
legitimate.
soft.
What's your fuck that?
My fuck that is also slap bass. My mattress. I have the worst mattress ever, and I bought it for $100 from like a shitty furniture store in like 2005. And it's awful, and every night I toss and turn on it, and it's one of those things where I need to buy one, but it seems like I hate bartering with people, and so I just haven't. So I need to buy a new mattress. Boom, boom. That's it. That's it. Fuck my mattress. Fuck
Peter,
on my mattress.
What are your fuck that?
Can I do my fuck that first?
Yes.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
All right,
They're both fuck that, but that's cool.
Yeah, fuck that.
Oh, that's right. Well, my fuck that is that I don't like is The Walking Dead.
Really? I don't either.
I don't understand
I don't get it
the
either.
appeal of the show.
No.
I don't get it. And there's like a whole culture around the show now that I don't understand.
People love that.
There's a talk show.
I feel like they couldn't do wrong,
I didn't know that
though.
until like a week ago.
It's Talking Dead.
Talking Dead. And Chris Hardwick, nicest guy in the world.
Yeah.
I love him. This
him
is
too.
not an anti-Chris Hardwick scream.
I love him so much.
But
a lot.
But Walking Dead, the show, I just don't understand.
I think
understand.
it was already going to be because there's people who are so obsessed with zombies.
I don't understand that either, though.
can't
Where did
go
this come
wrong.
from?
I
Why
don't
is
know.
every fucking 20 to 35-year-old male obsessed with zombies? Like,
I don't know. It's like the put a bird on it.
Guys are like buying shotguns.
It's because they want to be heroes,
they're like, I
think.
Well,
I feel like in the
weird.
first world we don't have enough
look, Tubby,
threats.
you'd be dead. Like, if zombies happened, you'd be dead.
You'd be
you
so
wouldn't
dead.
be the hero. I don't care how many shotguns
Yeah.
with pitchforks strapped to them you have underneath your bed, your twin bed.
God. Okay, what's fuck yeah?
My fuck yeah is it's an old book, but I've been just loving it. Is Neil Stephenson, Cryptonomicon.
No, tell me about it.
Really good book. I'm only like not even a third of the way into it, and I've just like any free chance I've had over the past 3 days, which has been a lot because I've been home alone a lot.
What's it about?
It's kind of a big, expansive tale of that. It starts in like World War II in China, and then it goes into, or not even like pre-World War II in China during the Chinese-Japanese War that was occurring at the time, and then but it also takes place in modern day, and there's like
I love historical
hacking
documents.
involved and big, scary Japanese multinational corporations.
Is it kind of about surveillance being like
Yeah, there's an element.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I've heard
He
of it.
wrote
So it's
he
a
wrote Snow
comedy.
Crash, which is
Okay.
probably his best known book, but it's a really interestingly written book, and his style is very he seems like he has ADD, and I kind of have ADD, so when he's writing about something, as soon as I go, I kind of want to know more about what he's talking about there, he'll just go into
Wow.
crazy detail, and then he'll jump out of it back to the story, and I'm always feeling like I'm being pulled along this really interesting tale.
I have heard of that.
sounds
and
really
it's a thing
cool.
I've wanted to read.
It's good.
I
I
should get
recommend
into
it.
that. Now you
'cause
know.
I would fuck it.
Good to know.
Put that in your bookmark. Hey.
Hi.
George, what you got?
Mine's quick. Fuck yeah, kumquats. I've been eating the hell out of those.
Really? Are they in season right now?
They have I got them at a farmer's market like a week ago, and they were delicious.
Okay.
Fuck that is a really sexy one. My cat keeps peeing in my bed. Fuck that.
What is Little Mama's problem?
She is a fucking cunt. I'm going to say it right now. My cat is a cunt.
She has one. She is one.
And she keeps using it to piss all over my bed, and it's driving me
don't
crazy.
do that out of the
It's
box.
like-
That's,
it's like
I
a-
didn't realize. Like, now I'm watching two cats right now. Now I'm worried that they're peeing in my bed
no,
as
no,
we
no.
speak.
It's like a straight up like it's a response to something you've done.
Yep.
right, like for instance, two cats staying with someone who they
Right.
don't want to be
Yeah.
around.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm getting
That
peed
might
on
happen
right now at home.
Sorry, she's such a doll, but my God, she won't stop doing that.
What are you going
When did she start?
When we moved, I think she's pissed off about moving.
She's pissed.
She's pissed off.
Is she an outdoor, indoor cat?
No, I don't do that.
Indoor only?
It's like asking if she has latchkey children.
I know, a lot of
asking if I
people. A
want
lot of people do
diseases.
the.
Ugh,
yeah, they come back with
disgusting.
ticks and
Yeah, viruses.
fleas and-
AIDS. They have
They
the
have
feline
feline
AIDS.
AIDS,
They
yeah.
go
That's how
to
the fucking Spanish flu started. I'm making that up. That's not true.
That is not
It's actually
true.
spitting.
spitting.
Is it really?
That's part of it. Yeah. Because you spit. Okay, people spit on the ground. They have
You
Spanish
seemed
flu. You
less
step in it. You walk
confident
in your
about
house, and then you
Yeah.
have the fucking
Take those shoes off when you walk in the door, yos.
dude. Take your shoes off. Also,
those shoes off.
fuck the Spanish flu.
Fuck
1919
Spanish
Spanish
flu,
flu.
you
Fucking
guys.
ridiculous. Killed like a 10% of the world's population.
Yeah, that's so interesting.
Yeah, we're due
Crazy.
for one of those.
we are.
Yeah.
We are due for some kind of crazy. It's weird. I did think the other day about how humans' reality has drastically shifted in the last 40, 50 years, where it used to be you could just die anytime.
And-
Time.
Oh, there's a war. They're going to either send me to the war or the war is going to inadvertently kill me. And that's just life. That's what it's like when you're not a wealthy
And like
landowner.
surviving till 5, that's hard. Surviving past 40, that's rough too.
Yeah.
It's a bubble. It's gonna burst.
Yeah.
Alie in Georgia, slumber party.
Bringing you the joy.
Gonna burn it down, motherfucker.
Thank you for listening to us on Slumber Party. This has been another slumber evening. with
Peter,
Alie
where
in
can
Georgia.
everyone stalk you on?
Yeah.
I'm on the twits. I'm on
Twites?
the tumbles.
At Peter
I tumble.
Atencio?
It's
I'm,
at Atencio.
I'm at
Oh, just at
Atencio.
Atencio. Straight up.
You can find me on the grams, on the books.
Also at ATENCIO.
ATENCIO.
And watch Key
follow
and
him.
Peele. It's
Watch Key and
Fucking
Peele.
Watch Key
Coming
and
back.
Peele.
We'll be back
Hilarious.
September of 2013.
hell yeah.
that's good.
Allie's in one of the episodes. You should watch it.
Allie is in an episode.
I look at the YouTube comments on that just when I need a
a
self
lot of
Why do you do
who's the
that?
girl with the red hair?
Yeah,
Who's the
Yeah.
only
redhead?
one
Lotta.
person has commented on my small boobs. Everyone else is like, I want to stalk her, and I was like, I feel good care about myself.
I don't really care about the boobs so much.
Yeah, only one person did.
Yeah, it's good.
So stalk him online, stalk him on the Instagrams. Thank you for listening to Alie and Georgia. We'll be back with another episode. Meanwhile, check out other artists on feralaudio.com.
Yes, please do.
God, that's a good podcast collective. How did we get on this podcast?
I don't know.
collective?
Dustin
How
is
are
so
we
nice
even
to put us on here. There's so much good stuff on there.
How do we get invited to this party?
I don't know.
Thanks again. We'll be back with another episode. Until then, don't let anyone freeze your bra or draw a dick on your face.
Thank you.
Unless you want them to.
I know, right?
Yep.
Bye.
Hey, this is Josh Simpson.
And Jake Jabor.
From The Meat Improv. The Meat Improv is a podcast where we bring in the best improvisers from Los Angeles to tell true meaty stories from their lives, and then we all do improv based on that. Past guests have included the Spoon Man Mike Mitchell, Mary Holland, and other stars of stage and screen.
Check us out at boardwalkaudio.com/themeat.